yeah, she's younger than me, a couple of years, so I guess I'm holding true to my path here. But I think one of you guys' name, he said, age is a relative number. It is true. And I give my justification in two things. You know, it's a little problem for the girls and the women here. We men are immature creatures, and we mature slower, if we mature at all. So, yeah, an older man, a younger woman usually is a better fit. And society-wise, it actually kind of works that way. But since we're so open about sexuality, it actually works in reverse. Because as men get older, I mean, I guess that's our drawback. As we get older, our performance doesn't perform as well. Blue pills, you know, that's what they're for. But I'm getting sidetracked here. So, did that answer your question?
Yes. Thank you.
It all comes back to blue pills.
I don't know, this one took so long to make, and now I gotta figure out how to get it out there and into festivals, and, you know, because I think not a lot of people know about internet dating. There's a lot of movies about it, and, you know, I hope, you know, go to festivals and more people will see it and, you know, make their own decision. Do I want to try this, or do I not want to try this? So, because I think there are pluses and minuses to it, and, you know, like everybody said, you gotta be safe, and so I really just want to focus on getting this out there right now, and, you know, hopefully more people will have the great reaction that you guys have. Thank you.
Pablo, one of the things that almost everybody's mentioned it today about the honesty, and what I saw a lot in this particular movie that you've done is a lot of honesty, and it really tugged at my heart, because I've seen this movie through its production phases, and I've seen the additions and subtractions, but almost everyone was talking about honesty. And I wanted to ask Marty, you know, Marty, obviously you come out with some great stuff in here, and I used to laugh because I watched this movie over and over and over again. But when I saw all those books you had and the copious notes, why did you decide to do that?
Well, it's just a matter of necessity. When you're dating and you're on, 10 sites, you can't keep track. And girls are a little sneaky. They'll call you and say, "Hey, this is Kathy. Remember me?" And you're like flipping through your book. It's like all you knew her from was KT at Yahoo. So it's like, I didn't even know your name. You're tricking me, I mean, and you got to keep track, just for your own sanity. And I kept those books for a while, and then I had a girlfriend for a year, and then I didn't have any of those books. So after that, I was kind of disorganized. It wasn't as easy. So having those big books really helped. And I found my new girlfriend on Craigslist, and we're getting along great. She's great with my kids. We have a lot of fun together. She likes to go for motorcycle rides. She's 20 years younger than me. And, I don't think she's going anywhere for a while. We're getting along pretty good. So I'm not clicking for love anymore. As you know, I'm very sexual, but I love monogamy. That's what I've been searching for. And I consider myself, when I was married, a monogamous nymphomaniac. You probably never heard the two words together, but trust me, it's fun. And that's all I have.
Any other questions?
I'll come right back. I'd like to ask Audrey. Audrey, I really tugged at my chain. When you're telling the whole story, once again, I've seen this over and over again, the development of this picture. Now you go through that particular experience, and you talked about how intuitive you were, but yet your guard goes down. What do you do today now? Have you learned from that experience, or is it still back to the same?
When I looked at that movie today, it looked like I was ignoring my intuition.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us are intuitive to a degree, some of us more than others. I tend to be very empathic, as an ultra-sensitive person, so to a heavy degree. But it's one thing to be an ultra-sensitive and honor it, and honor my feelings, and honor how I feel, bad vibes, good vibes, whatever you call intuition, whatever you want to call it. And it's more important, what I learned from that experience was that, orange flags, red flags, when you feel them, you honor them. So now, I'm very careful. For 6 months, I haven't dated anybody because I've met certain people and I've gotten, orange or red flags, and then I back away and say, okay, I felt this way before. So now I honor it more. It was a big lesson for me. It was very painful and scary also. It could be scary.
So does that mean that your sense on love, your take on love now is a little bit scarred than it was before because of the situations?
No, I don't think so at all. I think it's been a long time, a year and a half ago, since I met Pablo, and he took my honesty, my brutal
I bet that'll never happen again.
Sorry?
I bet that'll never happen. You will never let that happen again to you.
You got it, sister.
I'm telling you. One time only. It ain't going to happen anymore to you, girl. You definitely keep it out there. And then don't be scarred for love. It's definitely always out there.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. Yeah, my heart chakra is open again. It's healed. I've worked on myself. I also do some Reiki, acupuncture, whatever it takes. I do it all. But, sometimes it takes, if you're really a sensitive person, when you get wounded that deeply, it can take, certain types of work and healing and to build that trust in people again. And so now I feel like I'm open and ready. I'm open and ready for love again if I meet the right person. But it just won't be on the internet.
For all the panelists, participants, how much cross-referencing did you do when you found a name or maybe 2 or 3 communications into a relationship or an online relationship? Google or any other search method to find out more information?
Well, you get 99 no's to 1 yes.
For me, I had this mission when I met that gentleman, the Dutch gentleman. My mission was very niche and very specific that I thought, well, I'm not going to meet this Dutch person. I heard these South African men, treat their women very well like princesses. Boy, did I ever have a big surprise. But with my experience, maybe some other Dutch men do, but not that one. So I went on an international matchmaker site, and where they were all international. Most of them were predominantly from either London or Paris or South Africa. So for me, I was only looking on that particular site. I did date the gentleman up in the Bay Area. You heard me, that I lived with for a year. I was really in love. I thought I was going to marry that man. And he, actually, I just want to correct one thing, but it's okay, no big deal. He smoked pot every day. He wasn't doing coke, okay? He was a pothead every day, and I'd come home from yoga, and he was stoned every day, okay? Once in a while, you're going to go to a reggae concert or something, you're going to, want to have a little, Maui Wowie, whatever. That's cool, but every day he's stoned, that was too much. So he was from Match.com, that guy.
Judy?
I'm too trusting. I don't ever check.
Judy, I was going to ask you, your story also moved. You got to understand, I've never met you before today. So all I was able to do is to review what he was doing along the way. And except for Andy, I met Andy at that Toastmaster speech. I was the lighting guy. I do whatever it takes. But it's really interesting. When you told that story and he passed away, and then to come back from that, once again, a lot of honesty onto the screen. What's happening today? What's going on with you today?
It took me a long time to open up my heart to meet someone else. And then I met the other person who kept disappearing at the holidays. And I was like, what are you, stupid? And but I kept believing in the good side of the people, of that particular person. And then when I met the retired